Congratulations on the people that realized that my microphone was not recording. So last night the consultation closed on smart meters. That doesn't mean that we've lost all power. It is a time to flood the emails for Connor Murphy and then also to write to the department, and I'll give you those emails in a minute. But first and foremost, I just wanted to touch base on what those concerns are so people are aware as to why they might want to get involved in protesting this and trying to stop it from coming to pass. So generally speaking, there are concerns about privacy. These smart meters collect detailed energy data in real time to give insights into your personal habits, which also dictates then when you are awake, when you're home, and when you're asleep. Some people would worry that these energy companies or organizations are going to misuse the data and then sell it to other companies. There's a cybersecurity risk where the smart meters are part of the Internet of Things, where it's vulnerable to hacking. Malicious people can get into your home systems and manipulate the energy usage data. Now that would be a way to skim profits and make money. And there can be a system-wide impact where a hack could potentially disrupt the national power grid. There are health concerns around this. So smart meters use wireless technology communication, often through radio frequency signals, and some people are worrying about the potential health risks associated with exposure to radio frequency radiation. And to be honest, what I find in clinic is some people who have mold toxicity can be very electrosensitive, and they will suffer and report adverse side effects such as headaches, sleep disturbance. And it's not widely recognized by the medical community, but it's certainly something that I've seen in clinic and something that is becoming more noticeable in mainstream medicine. There's a problem around costs and billing. So some users of the smart meters are reporting unexpectedly higher bills after installation. And that's partly because energy wasn't tracked before and now it is. And there can be a rollout of the smart meters will have an expense cost that's going to ultimately be passed on to us as the consumer. There's a problem around reliability and function, because if you don't have high-speed broadband in an area, then there's poor network coverage, and that can really impact the smart meters and it can lose its function. There's a lack of opt-out, and I think this is one of the things that we really do want to emphasize, is that this is a mandatory installation of smart meters all across the province of Northern Ireland. And in some regions, you're going to feel pressured, coerced into accepting this despite your reservations or protest. And there's a difficulty reverting once it's in. So once it's in and you don't like it, it's really difficult to get this out. There's a problem around environmental concerns, so e-waste, because of all the plastics and the electronic waste that we're going to have as a result of installing this. There is government and corporate control concerns, and certainly for me, this is a big concern. Smart meters will allow energy companies to remotely disconnect your supply, and there is a problem about whether or not you would be able to switch suppliers easily. There's also the issue of carbon credits. So if you read into the Great Reset, you'll see that they're trying to come up with an alternative economy based on something other than gold and finance. So the Great Reset by the WEF is looking at carbon credits as an economy to control us, which means that if you're a naughty boy and you're using too much energy, you could be penalized and it will cost you. If you're using energy at the wrong time, you would be penalized and it will cost you. All of this is so that you can control it. And they're doing that with Bovar and the food supplements to reduce the carbon methane. The way they're going to roll that out, Starmer has said he's going to pass it on to all of the farms, even independents, is because of incentives, that you will be penalised in your subsidies if you don't put this into your feed, and that we will try and manipulate. So there's a carrot stick aspect to this. They are wanting to roll it out. They are going to roll it out, and it's up to us to be able to step in and say, no, we don't want it. Now, is the WEF going to get away with this by 2030? What is interesting is that the logo for the Great Reset and the WEF is now starting to appear on the Northern Ireland energy companies. So Power NI looks very similar as a logo to what also a logo for the Great Reset. And that's not the only one. These are coming out thick and fast all over the place. What's the goal here? And why would we want it? So if you don't agree with me, but you still want to participate in the consultation, that's what we're asking for. A true debate where we are aware of this. 2 people that you can email to ask for an extension to this consultation: connor.murphy@mla.niassembly.gov.uk, and then the DFE mail at economy-ni.gov.uk, and I'll put those into the comments. Those are the real kind of concerns that we have to this. I don't consent to it. It's not coming into my house without a fight. It's up to you to decide whether or not you want this in your house. Certainly, these consultations are coming thick and fast. They're coming with a 2030 agenda. It's important that we become aware of it, to campaign against it, to challenge it, to refute it, to pray against it, and just say, no, we're not going to be part of this one world government control that they're trying to implement. That's it for now. Cheers.